incredible thing is, and I say this in my book, that when my parents, their generation started getting sick in their 50s and 60s with degenerative diseases on average. My generation started getting sick in their 30s. The kids coming up today, they're starting to get sick in their teens and even younger. I'm talking about degenerative diseases like adult onset diabetes. We can't even call it that anymore because it's happening in children so often. So all these degenerative diseases, I think we can't even appreciate the statistics of 1 out of 2 people dying of heart attacks and strokes, 1 out of 3 people dying of cancer in this country, 1 out of 8 women dying of breast cancer, until we look at other countries like Okinawa, where the statistics are exactly the opposite. You know, these diseases are very rare, you know, but they become so common here that we think they're normal.
That's right.
And they're not normal. So people, you know, we think that we're just going to get these diseases. It's simply not true. But when the Okinawa people go to this country or Brazil, which a lot of them do, guess what? Statistically, they get the diseases at the same rate as those countries. The physician of the future, and we talk about what do we need to do to change, you know, our health status in this country. You know, what do we need to do to change these statistics that we talk about? First of all, the physician of the future has to be different. We have to realize we have to be someone who removes interferences and lets the body do the healing. And, you know, nutrition's just the first step of this. We have to give our body the right building blocks and remove the bad things. The other issue is toxicity. And I deal with what I call neurotoxic mediated illness in my practice. And we get diseases from, you know, autism all the way down to ADD, ADHD. But we're also dealing with these people with fibromyalgia, what I call, again, chronic fatigue syndrome, diseases of the new millennium where we have no answers. And, you know, why didn't these diseases exist before? And it is absolutely because of this toxic onslaught that we're under. Now, we talk about different toxins in foods, but there's things called neurotoxins that are even more dangerous. Literally, they attack that electricity. They attack the nerve system, hence neurotoxin. And when you get confronted with these guys, you lose your health, and it's serious.